This is where stuff will start to get real bizarre, but if this is true, then tell me. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the channel. I'm Ty Smith, and you watch my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, in which I'm greatly appreciative of. Make sure you guys are following me on the platforms that you see above and below. Click the thumbs up button right now. That way my content can stay consistently recommended to you. And if and when you do subscribe to the channel, click the bell notifications. And when you click that, select the option all notifications, okay? Last but not least, do not forget to check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Man, Husband, Father. Let me know what y'all think when you get over there and see the first few videos that I posted over there. And everything I'm asking you to do over here, make sure you do over there. Yeah, this is crazy. And guys, before we all get wild and crazy about this, as much as we would like for it to be true, let me just tell you this. It's a possibility this just could be something to completely throw us off. But if what this man is saying is true, then it's absolutely crazy. Have you guys not heard the story? You know what? Let me just give you a little bit of a quick little briefing. Check this out.
A 57-year-old Vance Bolter, suspected of assassinating one Minnesota lawmaker and nearly killing another, was found overnight by police. He is said to have willingly turned himself over to officers after being found in a field.
Bolter exploited the trust our uniforms are meant to represent. That betrayal is deeply disturbing to those of us who wear the badge with honor and responsibility.
When this sort of evil is in one of our communities, that law enforcement comes together to put all of their resources together to make sure that that person is taken into custody.
Former federal prosecutor and Holtzman Vogel partner Jonathan Fahey joins me now. Jonathan, your reaction to the suspect's arrest?
Well, it's great news that he was arrested. I just saw it this morning, and it really does show probably strong coordination with both, state, federal, local law enforcement, and they did a great job catching this guy. But I think on that earlier clip you're showing, he really is, when they say the face of evil, there's nothing better to describe what this person did other than just pure evil. To go to someone's home, kill them, just for not that there would ever be a justification, but to just show up at their door, murder them in cold blood, just truly horrific, not only for them, but the entire community around them. So great news that he was caught. Great work by law enforcement there.
Yeah, and the suspected motive is that he was targeting people who support abortion rights. He does have an online presence, and it shows that he was a devout Catholic, a pastor who preached at a church in the Congo. And one of his Facebook posts said he sought out militant Islamists in order to share the gospel and tell them that violence wasn't the answer. You just called him the face of evil. How do you go from devout Catholic to committing these crimes, wearing this mask that we see on our screen, and killing two people and attempting to kill two others?
Yeah, it's really kind of scary because it does appear that maybe just something snapped with this guy, because at least if you see that, it doesn't look like this would be the person that would be later killing people or have intent to murder people in his head. But certainly something may have happened that changed this guy, but it is just hard to tell. And maybe they'll find that out as they dig deeper into it, not only social media, but they're going to do extensive interviews with family, friends, neighbors, other people that know him. So there may get some more insight onto that, but it is very troubling to see that.
Yeah, and then one of the other major elements of this case, Jonathan, is that he didn't impersonate a police officer. And that's something that you can't undo, you can't unsee. Are you concerned about copycats when it comes to this, and how does law enforcement mitigate that?
Yeah, I would be concerned about copycat people doing this. Also, the other thing is it sort of erodes trust in law enforcement. Not that law enforcement didn't do a phenomenal job here, but now if people encounter law enforcement, particularly in that area, they may be hesitant to either cooperate with them and things like that. And you have so many instances now of, these swatting instances where people call 911 on unsuspecting homeowners and police come, and you do think there's more potential violence because of this. And I think the way you overcome it is just probably time and people, again, build trust. And again, the police did everything great in this case, so hopefully it doesn't lead to more instances. But yeah, I would certainly be concerned of copycat cases. And just as a point, this is a unique case in a lot of respects, but impersonating police officers to commit crime, it has happened before. I actually prosecuted a murder case where people got into homes impersonating police to gain entry in the home and killed people within it. So it's not unheard of, but it's certainly a very troubling situation.
Okay, now that suspect is now coming out saying some pretty crazy stuff, ladies and gentlemen. You have to watch this and hear this because this is bizarre. Check this out.
Assassin who disguised himself as a cop to shoot down Democrat politicians and their spouses. He killed 2 and seriously injured 2 others. Today we're finding out he wrote a letter to the FBI claiming he was trained by the U.S. military.
Would that make 3 people? Wait, Ty, what are you talking about? Remember the terror attacks in New Orleans? Trained military person. Remember the Cybertruck that blew up in front of that building? Trained military. This guy, Mr. Vance Bolter, is claiming to have been trained by the military. And this is just crazy what y'all about to hear now.
Quote, off the books. And that Tim Walz asked him to kill Amy Klobuchar so he could take her Senate seat. Belter's facing.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. If what this man is saying is true, ladies and gentlemen, then how come we don't have any of the mainstream media, especially CNN, MSNBC, PBS, CBS, whatever? How come we don't have them covering this story as well? If this is true, like right now, if someone came out and said, somebody, y'all, come on now, y'all, you live in a regular world. If somebody said and brought up your name as being someone that told them to go and carry out a murder, you would be getting arrested right now. You would be coming out of your house in handcuffs because they're going to bring you down for questioning, number 1. Why isn't this happening to Tim Walz? Why isn't this happening? Now, let's keep it real. It could very well be, guys, and y'all know I'm neutral about stuff. As much as I know a lot of you will want this to be true, and it very well may be, you still have a certain process that you go through. What I'm saying that for is this. It's a possibility that this man could be lying. It's a possibility that Vance Bolter could be lying about this to just kind of throw something in the mix. He know he's done. He know he's over. Maybe something happened. Maybe since Tim Walz like tampons in bathrooms, Tim Walz might be a little tutti fruit. Maybe they had a little bromance going on that, you know, who knows? It can be all sorts of things in there. Is all I'm saying. So what I'm telling y'all is just be open to all kinds of different theories that can come out of this. Because it could very well be that Tim Walz told the man to do because he wants that Senate seat. That is absolutely crazy. But what should have y'all thinking and a little bit alarmed as well is the fact that why isn't a lot of the far left media, legacy media, why aren't they covering it? This should be something they should be talking about. You should see it scrolling across the bottom of news on the tickers. And even if they're not talking about it as the main subject, you still should see it scrolling at the bottom of that ticker down there about Tim Walz being named as a person that told this man to carry out this assassination. That is absolutely crazy. Then to be trained by the military, see, that's what I'm saying. Now it's going to get like, okay, it's going to get complicated. It's going to be something that's going to go on for years, that other world events and other things are going to happen in life that we're going to completely probably forget about this story. Like folks that forgot about the Epstein list. Anyway, let me know what y'all think about this by putting it in the comments below after this video. Not forgetting to do what you see in this animation right here, okay? You want to see the next video that I'm going to be doing in chronological order? Is going to be that one up there. Things I did as of yesterday that you may have missed, it's down here. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.